Hey, what the hell is going on, you guys? It is Stupid Player NegativeAE, and welcome back to another episode of Valhalla. Last we left off, we had just taken our break, and we're here again. Again, I like all the. I wish I could replace all of them with like all the saddest songs possible, but whatever. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy, you won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Huh? Honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. I wonder what's wrong with her. What the fuck is the usual? What is the usual? Let's turn this down a little. I always like look at the bars, and then my bar is like only slightly above the audio, and it makes me nervous. All right. Gosh. What did she ask for before? She was like, give me a... Guys, we're just gonna get her a sugar rush and then say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You just get her a fucking sugar rush. The usual. Here? This is nice. 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 Nice? Was that right? Did I just give her the correct thing? Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey, how do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? Are they gonna break this story in half right now? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to this bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. So you're having a what the fuck? Solipsistic crisis of sorts? A what? Solipsism. The theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. Oh, I see. Okay. See, that's another thing right there, that word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, and ipsi means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? You expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decided, hey, let's make this noise mean this? It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down, it's just semantics. What the fuck, Jill? Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure that this counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, I'm just making sure. I should make her a drink. Doesn't she like the... Just give her another sugar rush. Oops. Reset. 1, 2, 1, 1. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. But I don't know, it was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of it real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? Huh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and stretching my arm to feel something, or scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Rain in the World. One of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book and realized I was crying over fake things. The story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then. What the fuck? Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And? It burns and itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana's... Oh, I've been here before. Mr. Mario, welcome back. Have a delivery for Dana Zane? Who's that? She's my boss, so I'll get it for her. Right, sign here, please. The big package. Wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it? Honey. Seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Stop. Maybe you could prepare some right now? What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? Seriously, Jill? She's the one making jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario. I'll buy you a drink. I might have another delivery, you know? This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. Sunshine cloud. And then on the rocks and blended. Sorta like that. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy. Why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way? Lilum? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. Easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it, don't worry, you like guys, it's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all of my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remembered, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league they got going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but the truth is that nobody's faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. Alright. Let's get you a piano man. I kind of wish I was good at mixing drinks. It sounds like an alright job. You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of talking with people. Granted, you have to deal with all the drunk people, so that's like, I guess, a downfall to the job. But a lot of drunk people, a lot of drunk people can be really cool. That's what I get for fucking talking, dude. But a lot of drunk people can be cool. It's just if you get overly drunk, that's where the problem comes, right? Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? There's the belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. Thus they call themselves replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. That's the first time I've heard of it. What of it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the street showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to go deliver the package, and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. He was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw the Kid Lilim here. They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilim because they seem... how do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come, that what would I do? What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that I might as well apply here. What? It's useless to be afraid. But I'm a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. I'm but a simple woman. So I would rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the new fly crabs invade. Jesus Christ, Jill. I mean, when the Replibots came. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have a sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey. They brought you a package. Ah, yes, my curated wiener. Why are they calling it a wiener instead of a hot dog? I feel like any normal person calls it a hot dog. Do people call it wieners unironically? Like, are people just like, oh, that's a wiener? I feel like most people nowadays are just like, oh, that's a hot dog. Or that's a kielbasa. Or that's a, you know? I don't know. You want some of it? That's a new one. No mistakes. So I don't know how to deal with Dorothy. I don't know if she just doesn't care about mistakes or what's going on there. I don't know if we're gonna reach 10,000. I'm not gonna spend anything. Actually, wait, do I need to spend something? I actually don't know. Maneki Nekos will bring her luck. Maneki Nekos? Oh, there it is. I see it. $550? Bill, you need some cheaper gifts. Been chuckling since yesterday. I don't know if I want to start another one or not. There's another 15 minutes. I guess we could. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it while we have time. And we'll end on the break. Good evening. Ah, Jill. I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the... Yeah. Good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about the whole firecrackers. Wait. Why can't I read today? You sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more than dogs are when dogs are involved. Jesus Christ. I know how hypocritical it sounds, but I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Okay. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, that guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast. Wouldn't the guy that didn't come back twice? Okay, let's just make a Mars Blast before I can't read again. 5, 6. 1 powder delta. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And blend it. 2, 3, 4. There's your Mars Blast. Well, you didn't mess it up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Joe, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe that I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest that you try a suplex next time? Might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Okay. I guess Jamie has some drink suggestions. I feel like Jamie's actually Corey in disguise, but like way more buff. Corey gives drink suggestions. Wait. It doesn't make any sense to me that it's like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what I did wrong. I was like, why does it have 1 extra? That's not right. I solved my predicament that I had. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you're? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe I needed to look for a specific file at, Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. Almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through with the whole thing? Rejection. Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in a bed with while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with the mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Gut punch. Gut punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Aged and mixed. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? I cannot read. Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting much needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up. Seems like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. bad touch for Alma. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All on the rocks and mixed. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister's supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. She really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." I shouldn't reinforce that behavior. I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. She stopped playing, she had other things that she wanted to do. I could forgive all that, I mean, the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. And as I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. She said she had no little sisters. I think that was the moment I finally broke the pedestal I had her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until finally we reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey. It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. But so, she hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from her destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about that whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? Same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give me a brandini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Alright. B. Brandini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 1, aged, mixed. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Fuck. Boo. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew delusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look out right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she'll be heavily disappointed. Wait, so the girl can lift things? So she's like in the physical world but no one else can see her? Doesn't make any sense to me. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. A beer. Man, I am going crazy. Aren't I? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? At this point. Honestly. Like this could go either way at this point. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers or sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl a chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. You were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Lots of visual novel and roguelike and whatever I freaking feel like. I don't know. Maybe. I'll talk to you guys whenever I talk to you guys next. And peace out, you guys.